back to the Higher Heart Warrior channel. My name is Hadija. If you're new here, thank you for joining. If you're a subscriber, I appreciate you returning. Let's see, so today we're going to be getting some guidance and insights from dragon energy or dragons. Before I get into any of the cards or anything though, there were something about like Hawaii and the number 5 and the letter C. All right, so we're just gonna get into it now with some dragon cards. Let's see. Oh, also every video that I do, every reading, is infused with Reiki healing energy. So if you'd like to receive the benefits of that energy, all you have to do is just say yes in your mind or out loud to receive the healing benefits of the energy. So now we will get into it. Pile 1. Dragon guidance for pile 1. Pile 2. And then pile 3. No, holy wow. Pile 3, please. Dragon guidance for pile 3. Which dragon? Pile 3. Okay. So let's get into it. We're gonna get these numbers for pile number 1 to help pile 1 choose their pile. One, okay. Pile 2's numbers. Pile 3's numbers. One more for pile 3. No. So many jumpers today. Legal. Okay. Then we're gonna get some letters for pile 1. Two more. Perfect. Pile 2. Pile 3. I mean 2. I needed, yeah. All right, pile 3. All right, and then let's get some zodiac signs, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Pile 2. Straighten that up in a minute. And then we got angel numbers for pile 1. Oh, pile 2 and pile 3. Dunzo. Let's see. Now I will see you in the pile selection where I'll show you these significator cards so that you can choose your pile more accurately. Welcome to the pile selection. Number 1. Pile number 1 is for you if you've been seeing the number 41, 53, 61, 16, the letter O, K, B, or C. If you have your sun, moon, rising, or Venus in Leo, Cancer, Taurus, or Aries, or even seeing that, oh, angel numbers 333 or 1313, pile 1 is for you. Pile 2 is for you if you've been seeing the number 7, 1, 56, 48, the letter F, X, P, or D, or you have your sun, moon, rising, or Venus in Capricorn, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Gemini, or you've been seeing the number 1, 2, 3, 4. Pile 2 is for you. And pile 3 is for you if you've been seeing the number 59, 16, 26, or 13, the letter J, U, E, or N. If you have your sun, moon, rising, or Venus in Aquarius, Scorpio, Libra, or Pisces, or if you've been seeing the angel number 1818, then pile 3 is for you. And the timestamps are going to be in the description, so I will see you at your pile. Welcome, pile number 1. Thank you for joining me. So today's reading is going to be messages or guidance, rather, from dragons, from dragon energy. When I talk about mythical creatures, I'm talking about the energy of the characteristics that they are said to carry. So dragons are known to be very, depending on your school of thought, they're very strong, wise, and just powerful creatures, powerful energy to work with. So let's see which dragon would like to work with you. But even before then, dragons are associated with different elements as well. And for you, pile 1, I feel like the element of fire is more prominent. It's like there's some sort of spark of potential that this dragon is wanting to bring clarity for you. Okay. Mordwin. Oh, isn't this the order of Melchizedek? So the Ascended Master, Melchizedek, could also be working with your energy or your higher self is asking for acknowledgement to work with that Ascended Master. I would look into the symbol. I am going to show you from the book, from the guidebook, what Carolyn Mitchell has to say about Mordwin. Only you are the master of your destiny. Okay. So it's the first page. You can go ahead and screenshot that. And I know I had mentioned strength and powerful beings to work with. So especially this part right here is jumping out to me. As you discover your life purpose, acknowledge your fears and self-doubt, but do not be bound by them, for they cloud your truth, clarity. Follow your heart, feeling your way with truth and integrity. And I think the main message, I am going to get some tarot for you, but I think the main message is that you're more capable and there's more potential than you, the word's right there, and I'm like struggling to think of the word. You have more potential than you may realize even, and you're stronger than you realize. Also, I have these just written cards of the different elements. I wanted to see if this is something, because there's the masculine and then there's the feminine, which I believe we all have within us, those energies, the creator or the receiver. And part of this reading, I think, is going to be whether, okay, so receiving the inspiration, okay, and then what element do we have? Fire. I also did shuffle these before, but all right, let's see. What about this feminine fire? Because also before, when I was meditating, before I started this reading, I was getting a lot about the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is where there's a lot of sensuality, creativity, passion. And I feel like Mordwin is calling you to connect with your sacral chakra. That could be a chakra that could definitely benefit from some attention, from some healing. Let's see what else Mordwin would like you to know. Also, please leave a comment and let me know if this resonates with you. Okay. I'm laughing because the Empress is like the epitome or the highest form of feminine energy in the tarot. And regardless of what gender you identify as, there's something to be said, because also feminine energy is associated with the moon, stillness, and receptivity. So a part of this guidance from Mordwin to help you on your life path to see your true potential could be receiving or celebrating your ability to create movement in your life, especially with fire. Fire could be associated with the Chariot. The Chariot, once it gets moving, doesn't stop until it reaches its destination. Anything else Mordwin would like Pal want to know? Oh. So just because in the past you may not have been celebrated for your creative ideas, or it's something that you weren't able to really integrate, was the identity of somebody who was creative. And for you, Pal One, I think what Mordwin would really like to, and Melchizedek, the letter M could be significant, but back to this. Now is the time for you. You have great creative potential. The energy of creativity is really calling out to you, especially with the wands, which is associated with the element of fire, feminine, Empress, Chariot, movement forward to its destined path. I feel like Pal One, your main message basically from Mordwin, from the dragon energy of Mordwin, is take this time to really tap into that creative potential. Get clear about what it is. If you could create something, even just starting there, thinking about what it is you would like to create, in what form you would like to create, what medium, what, is it something that you would share? Is it something that you would keep to yourself or close friends? Thinking about those kinds of questions helps you get clear on the direction that you'd like to go in. And making sure that you're able to, another meaning of the Six of Cups is upright, rose-colored glasses, viewing the past with rose-colored glasses, but this is in reverse. Getting clarity on the past. And maybe, I don't know, maybe you were creative in the past, but then something happened and you were like, F that, I'm not even going to bother with it anymore. Not sure. With the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck, that goes to show that this, because traditionally it's waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for your plans to play out, surveying your empire, waiting for your, again, ships to come in. So I feel like this has been a little bit all over the place. It feels all over the place. Maybe it's making sense to you as it's being said, but like internally I'm like grasping in different directions. I'm like, wait a second, is it? And it's like it's not clear. But there's a lot there to pick from, if that makes any sense. Clarity and potential, Pal One, on your creative process. And your plans to create also. Because then, I don't know if you can see, we have the Tower in reverse. This is a stabilizing time for you. Tower upright would be destabilization, restructuring. This is time for you to, and also the Four of Wands can celebrate. Maybe for some of you, you've already stepped into this creative process. You've already asked the questions to get clear on what it is that you would like to create for your life. And Mordwin as well as Melchizedek are coming in to support you to celebrate the fact that you've started to create this destined path for yourself. This was really hard to get out. So let me know, please, in the comments if it made any sense. I would really appreciate it. But that's what I have for you. Also, the number 911 could be important. So I will see you in the next reading. Thank you. Welcome back to the Higher Heart Warrior channel. My name is Hadija. Thank you for joining me. So this is going to be your pile if you've got Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, or Capricorn. If you've been seeing the letter D, P, X, F, or the number 48, 56, 1, or 7. Or the number 1, 2, 3, 4. So today we're getting messages or guidance from the dragon energy, which whenever I speak of mythological creatures such as mermaids or dragons or unicorns, it's about the energy that is attributed to them in history, in pop culture, in, you know, the way that other people describe them. So today we're going to get those messages, and we're going to also get some elements, and also, you know, everybody has, in my opinion, masculine and feminine energy that we can sometimes be out of balance in, and we're going to see which is associated with this dragon. I'm sorry. I'm like, this. I don't know if it's the topic or what the deal is, but it's like this. It seems very murky almost. You may have come from pile 1, but let's see what energy. Well, I guess we'll go with this one. We got water, and it's upside down. And then I can't really. Earth. These were right side up before, just FYI. And then the feminine. Okay. All right, let's see. We got you could have a, like, I'm not even going to say it. Let's see. Transformation and platinum. These are the two dragons that would like to work with you. Pile 2, it's this isn't my norm. Like, I'm trying to, it seems like, whoa. Okay, it's still recording. Whoa. Okay. Give me 1 second. Why the light shut off? Okay, you know what? We're just gonna go with it. So pile 2, it seems like there's a little bit of interference in this message wanting to be received. Maybe you don't believe in dragons. And that's okay. It could be something that you're, I don't know, learning about or being open to. Wow, this is, okay, hold on a second, pile 2. We're back. So I had fully charged, I have this light plugged into my laptop, and I had fully charged it just last night. And I've only been recording for like 15 minutes, and it usually lasts me hours upon hours. So just gonna throw it out there. You may be feeling a little bit depleted going through this transformation. And I would say because you have persistence here, it's like putting one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, as you're going through this transformation is going to bring you to a state where you'll feel like you're covered in platinum. That's just one interpretation. The thing is, though, when it comes to the aspect of the yin-yang energy that you're in right now, or that needs the most attention, I should say, it's about receiving. And honestly, I feel like this process that you've been going through, this transformative process that you've been working through, has taken your emotional state as well as maybe even like your physical world and sort of depleted it, like I said before. So something that can be helpful would be to do some grounding meditations, okay? And to cleanse and clear your energy. Simple, you know, even just taking a shower, washing your hands, and setting the intention, as I wash my hands, I am cleansing and clearing my entire energetic body, my entire energetic system. Those can be really powerful practices that don't cost anything, that, you know, are really accessible. And then see how you feel different afterwards. But let's see what these dragons have to say. Got Transformation Dragon. A new you is emerging. You can go ahead and take a screenshot. The number 7 too could also be, oh shit. I said 7 because 52. That's funny. I wasn't, anyway. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's the message. Right. It just, even that first sentence of here, you no longer need these past experiences. Cleansing and clearing, letting go of whatever you've overcome, because you've clearly overcome something to get 1, 2, 3, 4 persistence. Keep going. You've completed the task. And then Platinum Dragon, if I remember correctly, is a very protective dragon. The energy of Platinum is very protective. So at least that's something that can give you a little bit of solace, is that you've got some powerful dragon protection. Oh, okay. Saint Germain, another ascended master that could want to work with you. I say another, but if you did come from pile number 1, then you would know what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. Paving the way for you to become a truly awesome spiritual warrior. This transformation, this entire process that you've gone through, and the fact that you've kept putting one foot in front of the other, is what's transforming you into this warrior. So let's, this is such a small setup. Let's get you some tarot just to clarify what area of your life, just so that you've got some confirmation for the things that I've already said. What area of pile number 2's life is transforming? Oh, no way. There's no way. It's like half the deck. The Chariot is associated with the sign of Cancer, so I feel like, again, that's a water sign. It could be your emotional state that's transforming. These could be, I should have said it, but this could be relationships, whether it be how you view yourself in relation to others, or how you view connections with others. I feel like it could be both. Oh, shit. Okay, you may want to watch pile one because the Chariot also came out in pile one. And the thing about the Chariot, I had mentioned that it could be associated with the element of fire. I don't remember if I said it when I first started your pile, but you could have a lot of, you could have significant, I should say, fire placements in your natal chart, in the house of relationships. Because, and then here we're back at it again. It's like, so just overall, pile number two, I just want to say the overall, the message about this transformation from these dragons, okay, is that it may feel like you're being weighed down by doubt and fear and just heavy, murky, cloudy, webby energies. But the fact that you're still putting one foot in front of the other is eventually going to pay off, okay? And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords, which is normally, it's not being able, like, it could be considered as like a sense of denial, but then also the fact that she's blindfolded walking on a tightrope is like, that's how this transformation has been for you. You've been feeling like you're blind, stumbling in the dark. If you make one wrong adjustment left or right, you'll end up falling off. And that's a lot of fear to carry. The thing is though, you've still been moving forward. You haven't just stayed there. And that's going to lead you to a sense of stability within yourself, essentially. Once the thing about transformation is like, whatever it is that you're transforming, you always end up knowing about it. You end up learning about it. Even if it's inadvertently, even if it's not what you set out to learn about, you still end up learning things, whether you realize it in the moment or not. Pile two, please let me know in the comments if this made any sense whatsoever. And hopefully I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me. Alrighty, welcome pile number three. This is going to be your pile if you've got your sun, moon, rising, or Venus in Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces, or Libra. You've been seeing the letter N, E, U, or J, the number 13, 26, or 16, or 59, or the angel number 1818. Then this is going to be your pile. Today we're getting guidance from the dragons. What do the dragons want you to know? What kind of insights can they share with you? I actually liked my intro for dragon energy in like the first couple seconds of pile one. So you can head to pile one and take a listen if you'd like. But just to summarize, basically when I talk about like mythological creatures or, you know, like unicorns, mermaids, fairies, dragons, I'm talking about the energy that is attributed to them, the characteristics that is attributed to them. And dragons are known to be powerful, regal, majestic, wise, protective beings, energies. And I just wanted to get these messages out for anybody who needs to hear them. And given the fact that you have, well, I'm getting into my, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I almost said I'm getting into myself. Maybe for some of you, you dig into yourselves and you're a little bit hard on yourself, but there's reason to be optimistic. That's just a side note. But I wanted to also, in here, I have some, like, I believe that we all have masculine and feminine energies within us that dictate if we're, you know, creating more, or if we're receiving more, if we're taking action, or if we're in stillness. Or in this case, also, I lost my train of thought. I also have the different elements. Masculine and feminine energy, when it's out of balance, when you're too in the masculine, you could be forcing things, trying to control things. When you're too in the feminine, you can be too passive. You can be getting walked all over, not taking ownership of your life, things like that. So just some examples. Let's jump into it and see. All right, we'll go with that. Again, with the water. And that's the element for you guys. Given that we have Scorpio and Pisces here, and then with Aquarius is the water bearer, but they're an air sign. So you could have a significant Aquarius placement. Maybe it's your Aquarius moon. But water is associated with emotions, psychic energies. Let's see what else. Yep, that's about it. That's the gist of it. And then we have feminine again. So basically, I feel like the dragons are like, hey, because like this is the third time feminine has come out. Obviously, I know there's not a lot of cards here, but I do my best to shuffle it, and like before I even shuffle it like on screen to make sure that it isn't repetitive. And honestly, I've used these cards before and I haven't had this many repetitions. So it's not like, you know, I'm just kind of there it is with the going in on yourself. Like I'm sitting here like trying to explain this and it's like, no, I know, like me, I know that, I know what I did. I know I shuffled it. I know I did all these things, but it's almost like I'm trying to explain myself to make sure that you understand. I don't know. And that's with the, okay, thank you. All right, so pile 3. For you, pile number 3, I had mentioned and I had described that you may be too in the feminine if you're too passive. And when I was saying passive, I also thought of the, like, you know, passive aggressive. And a part of that can come from like people-pleasing tendencies. So maybe that's something to look into, is actually like expressing yourself. But that's just like a side note. I want to get back to this main message because I feel like there's like a lot of energies going on in pile number 3. Stillness, receptivity, optimism. For some of you, pile number 3, I feel like you could, and especially with, okay, so Pisces and Scorpio are known to be the more psychic of the zodiac, depending on its placement. Scorpio and Pisces suns, probably. The thing is, though, you guys are also very emotional, and this goes for anybody. Look at Scorpio and Pisces placements in your chart and see which house they're in, because that could be the aspect of your life that is mostly being affected by this energy. This is a lot. I haven't even flipped the dragon card. I'm like getting lost. I'm getting like swept up in the current of the energies of this reading. So bear with me. It's funny because pile 1 and pile 2, it was like, I was like, I'm like pile 1. I was like, okay, wait, it's over there. There's so many things. But it was hard for me to like grasp onto the messages. And then pile 2, it was like, nope, we're just dead in the water. It was a little bit more difficult it felt like I was kind of forcing things. And then for you guys, it's just coming out like, because like I stopped in between the different piles and I was like, all right, something's got to change here. I cleansed my energy also. That was a message for pile 2. So that could be something for you to do as well to help you to kind of step into this optimistic energy. But my point in saying all of that was that this energy for your pot, like once you're able to, for those of you who it resonates with, the people-pleasing tendencies, passive-aggressive tendencies, once you're able to kind of shine a light on that, it'll be a lot smoother sailing. Higher levels of optimism are needed as new abundant beginnings are on the horizon. Brighter days always come after the darkest of nights. And it could also be for you, pile 3, that you've been, because also with the moon is associated, like the sun is bright, the moon is a little bit darker. So it could be that you have been going through some deep, dark waters of the internal self and transforming through that. And I feel like overall, there's hope. There's reason to be optimistic about this next chapter because of Merlin with his cauldron. Oh, I love that. Merlin doesn't come out often, I just want to say. If you go back and look at all my readings are timeless, by the way. So if there are any titles from like the past year that you'd like to look at, it could still have a message for you. But I say basically Merlin, I don't recall Merlin coming out as often as, say, Platinum. Well, Platinum. Merlin has come out a lot for me in particular, like in my personal readings. So maybe looking into the figure of Merlin through Arthurian stories. Again, it's mythical stories, but there's a through line of lessons there to be learned. I feel like I'm just jabbering on with you, pile 3. What is the message for pile 3? Merlin. What does Merlin want pile 3 to know? All right. Continue your journey discovering what you need to learn, understand, and own. Oh, and that's another thing. When it comes to these, I just want to be clear. When I mentioned like the people pleasing, the passive aggressiveness, there is absolutely no judgment coming from me regarding those coping mechanisms, because that's what they actually are. They're coping mechanisms. They're learned behaviors that pop up when we don't know how to have our needs met or communicate what our needs even are, and we don't even sometimes know what those needs are. So this whole journey has been and is about discovering what you need to learn, understand, and own about your internal world, about yourself, about your emotional state, your mental state, how you are that way, why you are that way, and how you can come into better relationship and acceptance of yourself. And I feel like that the main message from Merlin is that you have reason to be optimistic, because I feel like you've come a long way. If you've got Scorpio, Aquarius, Pisces, or Libra placements, man, you've come a long way. These are the deep inner working signs. I mean, I'm a little biased. I've got like all of these signs, but yeah, man, especially Scorpio, deep, deep, deep transformative work. Pisces, also deep emotional transformative work. Aquarius, deep mental work. So basically, pile 3, I didn't even get to show you the rest of this. Here we go. Show you the rest of this. I feel like you're well on your way, pile 3. Oh, owls. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're well on your way, and there's reason to be hopeful. What reason is there to be hopeful for pile 3? Merlin. Because you got the Wheel of Fortune. That literally is about cycles. The thing about the wheel is you're at different parts of your journey. Like, say, this points of the wheel, you're kind of at the bottom wrong. Like, we'll start here then, where this little thing is. I don't even know what that is. When you're here, you're at the bottom of the rung. Things could feel really deep and heavy and dark, but eventually the wheel turns and you get up there, okay? And you get that light, you get that sun. The point is, the cycle always changes. Nothing ever stays the same. And even when the wheel turns around 180 degrees or 360 degrees, it isn't necessarily going to be the same thing from the last go around, if that makes sense. Things are always changing, so there's reason for you to be I wanted to say happy, but then also optimistic. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Wands. So there's reason for you to celebrate, pile number 3, because you've broken that cycle. Upright 10 of Pentacles is family legacy. You've broken that cycle. You've broken that cycle, and the fruits of your labor are coming to, well, you've tended to your garden so diligently that it's, I was going to say, it's like a, what's the word? I can't think of the word. Now all of a sudden everything stopped. I'm like, okay, wait. You've tended to your garden, your internal garden. So now your external garden is going to start bearing fruit. And then we have the Hierophant, which is the bridge, the teacher. You could also have some Virgo placements or Sagittarius. Virgo or Sagittarius placements. The point is the Hierophant takes the spiritual and the physical and then adapts them together. And for you, I don't take it as spiritual and physical. I take it as internal and external. In this reading, there's reason for you to be optimistic about all the internal work that you've done or are doing or in the process of doing, having an actual impact on your external world, your relationships, how you show up in your everyday life and for yourself. Okay, pile number 3, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Please let me know in the comments if this resonated at all. And I appreciate you. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.